Hey guys, I'm Derwin King, otherwise known as Jone. That's Jone, period. The period should always be included because I'm extra.
I do about fuck your copyright laws.
So, in today's video, I am going to offer you a few safety tips for staying in your lane. A simple guide for minding your damn business. So, let's get started. So the very first thing that's important in figuring out how to stay in your lane is knowing exactly where yours is. We all have one and it's clearly marked territory, and this is where your business lays. These are all the things that have to do with you. Now occasionally lanes intersect and what have you, or cross paths, and we'll get to that. Let's just say we're driving down a singular road. This is one-sided. That's yours, because that is your territory. That lane is so much of yours that you can drive naked, honey. You can have a fruitful sex life and sleep with, however many people you want to, or don't sleep with anyone. Honey, you can eat candy all day. I mean, your teeth might fall out, but you can do it, honey. You can shake your ass, be a stripper, you can be a lawyer, go to medical school, honey. You can work at McDonald's, you can work at Mona Scott's Devil Company, who knows? The important thing is, that's your lane. You gotta stay in it. When you see yourself swerving out of your lane into someone else's, you have to remember, does that have anything to do with me? And if the answer is no, baby, you got to mind your damn business. Second thing to do is to ask yourself, how would I feel if someone intruded in my lane? Now, for many of us, it would be, I would cuss a bitch out. Yes. So the thing is, do you want to get that ass cussed out? If you do, then by all means, cross that yellow line and get into the other lane. If you don't, mosey on down yours. Number 3, ask yourself, what am I getting out of leaving my lane and approaching someone else's? This one is a really awesome question because it really makes you stop and wonder why the hell you intrude yourself in other people's business in the first place. You stop and say, well, I'm always in somebody else's business because I really don't have any, so I need something to keep me busy. Or, I'm an annoying ass bitch. What this is gonna do for me is validate my annoyingness. I don't know, I'm on mines. I mean, some people want to help, and I get that. I get that you feel like you need to go ahead and switch into that other lane to guide the next person in theirs. I get that, but here's the thing. Unless you're like a close friend or family member, you honestly don't need to say shit. Hell, you can be one of them and still be denied access. Now, the complicated thing about lane maneuvering is that it doesn't always pertain to people's business. Sometimes it's just like, issues and like, common themes in the world. So, like, one thing I always see is that a lot of people who don't know what the fuck racism is like to go on and state an opinion that hasn't necessarily been researched or really fully developed, thought about using the brain. People kind of just say shit just to say it, or like they hear it and then they repeat it. The thing is, these are the type of things that lead into arguments. And I've had a number of conversations with people where they just speak out of their assholes and just say some shit because it sounds good to them. Now here's the problem I have. If I'm gonna have an argument with you, I'm probably gonna say some shit I actually know. You can't just be saying shit and thinking that somebody is as dumb as your ass and will go, oh, yeah, well, you're right. Because what I'm going to do, because here, my lane is a little wider because I read. I'm gonna say, hey, baby, no, that's not right. Sometimes you just gotta let a bitch know, like, hey, you're wrong. It's okay. I think the funny thing about, staying in your lane is when people don't stay in their lane and then you like ask them why they're not staying in their lane, they know that they're wrong. So they'll sit up here and try to come up with like 70 different reasons. Well, that's not right. No, because you can't live your life that way. You can. A bitch can do, as I said, whatever he or she wants to. You can't make laws for a country you don't live in, honey. So you can't tell somebody else how to live their life. No, it don't work like that, baby. Truly mastering the art of staying in your lane takes practice. I'm certainly not perfect, and I train myself to do this. And it all starts mentally. Before you even get the opportunity to show niggas that you don't know how to mind your business, you think about shit. Maybe when you find yourself developing an opinion about something that has nothing to do with you, you could say in your head, like, no, don't do that. And I'm telling you, like, once you tell yourself mentally to mind your fucking business, it becomes so easy. Like, generally, like, you train yourself to really, like, be more concerned about what's going on in your life. I feel like we spend a lot of time in other people's business and we never really truly sort out the shit that's going on in our business. Let me tell you, this motherfucker has a lot of stuff going on in his life, okay? So I don't even have the capacity to open my lane and incorporate their lanes within mine, because at some point, it's just gonna be a head-on collision. I can't. That's too much traffic. Like, I'm over here trying to get to my exit, which is on the other side of the country, okay? So why would I put somebody else's bullshit in my lane to further complicate my journey? And it's so much easier to deal with your problems and focus on how to fix what's going on in your life than to try to cloud your mind up with, you know, what the hell is happening in somebody else's. Because unless you're going to actually give some useful help, you're really just complicating their situation and not dealing with yours. And is that really helpful? Is it? Now, I know what you guys are thinking. Now, Joan, there are some times when there's an emergency and you have to quickly exit your lane and enter someone else's for a brief moment. All that I ask is that you use your blinkers. Just say, hey, I know that this don't have shit to do with me, but if I could offer you some help, there you go. Because at that point, you're giving them an opportunity to say, yes, I am in desperate need of help and I would love your advice. Or, nah, you stay right over there. I got this. And I mean, like, I think that as human beings, we're here to help each other. You know, I know that we need one another. And I'm not saying that we need to all walk around the world like, you know, everyone is a total different entity and we have nothing to do with each other. I am asking that everyone take a moment to respect the fact that what one person does in their life doesn't have anything to do with what someone else does in theirs. And the whole idea of staying in your lane is showing someone the respect of letting them maneuver in their lives the way that they want to. The only time that it's really appropriate to step into someone else's lane without warrant is when they're hurting someone else. At that point, we have every right to say, no, nigga, you got it fucked up. And last but not least, whenever you make any move in your lane, honey, always make sure you look cute doing it. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe for more.